Good morning everyone, welcome to the second segment of our lecture. This is module 2 which is termed as basic grammar. We are still on GSP 1201/2201 use of English during 2020/2021 session. This course consists of the Faculty of Agriculture and Faculty of Veterinary Medicine. The name of facilitator is Abdullahi. Thank you. Tenses is a term in grammar which indicates the time of an action or event. On the other hand, tense is one of the forms of a verb that shows the time and continuance or completion of an action or state expressed by the verb. Universally, tense or time is divided into three. We have the present tense, the past tense, and the future tense. The present tense generally deals with actions that are either existing or being considered now. The present tense has the idea of the currency associated with it. The category of the tense is divided into four as follows. The present simple tense. This tense can be used in various situations. It is formed by using the base form of the verb. For example, it is used to express a present action. Bello likes rice. You enjoy the lecture. Musa attended class. It can also be used to express a repeated or habitual action. We go to mosque every Friday. I take tea every morning. Or it can be used to express a general action that is true, was true, and is likely to be true in the future, such as a scientific principle. The sun sets in the west. Mosquitoes transmit malaria. The earth is spherical. The present continuous tense is used to express an action in progress at the time of speaking. It is formed by using am, is, or are plus the ing form of the verb. For example, I am lecturing now. Am I lecturing now? You are listening. Are you listening? She is jumping. Is she jumping? The present perfect tense is used to describe an action that is completed in the past, whose effect continues till the present. There are two situations in which the present perfect tense is used. It is formed by using has or have plus the past participle form of the verb. Example, to express an action which is just completed. They have arrived. He has finished the work. They have eaten the food. Can also be used to express an action that is completed in the past whose effect continues up to the present. For example, I have known Musa for 10 years. The students have sat down. The present perfect continuous tense is used to show an action which started in the past but continues up to the present. It is formed by using has been or have been plus the ing form of the verb. For example, we have been receiving lectures for the past 2 weeks. She has been reading her books. It has been raining heavily. The past tense. This tense expresses an action that is completed in the past. We normally use past tense when narrating a story. This is also divided into four as follows. The past simple. This is the commonest of all the tenses. The past simple tense is generally used to describe events, habitual activities, and stages in the past. It consists of only one verb. It is formed by using the past form of the verb. For example, an action completed at the point time in the past. I phoned my mother last 2 months. Nigeria gained independence in 1960. She sat for SSC last year. Habitual activities in the past. It rained every day in August. They went to church every Sunday. The boys ran to school daily. A state in the past. The soup was tasteless. Musa became rich later. The past continues. This tense is used to express an action in progress or incomplete in the past. It is formed by using was or were plus the ing form of the verb. Example, I was eating when my sister called me. You were shouting at the top of your voice when I entered the class. I was praying in the mosque when you called. The past perfect tense shows an action that had completed earlier in the past before another action began. It is formed by using had plus past participle form of the verb. For example, I had finished lecture before she arrived. We had taken lunch. The train had left the station when she came. The past perfect continuous shows or expresses an action that had been taking place up to when another action began. It is formed by using had been plus ing form of the verb. For example, she had been keeping the money. She had been teaching the English language. Students have been cheating in exams since before independence. The future tense. The future tense of a verb expresses events or actions that have not yet happened and that will happen at some point in the future. There are 4 forms of the future tense as follows. The simple future tense. This shows an action that will take place in future. It is formed by using will or shall plus the base form of the verb. The Super Eagle will play tomorrow. I shall go to Lagos next week. We will like it. The future continuous tense shows an action that will be in progress in future. It is formed by using will be plus or shall be plus the ing form of the verb. For example, we shall be finishing this lecture by next month. You will be coming next week. I will be driving at home. The future perfect. This tense shows an action that will be finished in future. This is formed by using will have or shall have plus past participle form of the verb. For example, we shall have completed this course by the end of November. Boys will have eaten by night. We will have gone home by noon. The future perfect continuous. This tense shows an action that will have been in progress in future. It is formed by using will have been or shall have been plus the ing form of the verb to be used. For example, Bello will have been eating his lunch by this time tomorrow. We shall have been completing this course by this time next month. Students will have been going home by 6 o'clock tomorrow. The next item is punctuation. Punctuation provides division between sentences and parts of sentences. It makes reading easy because you know where to stop a little and where to stop a little longer. Punctuation makes understanding of a passage or writing easier. There are 3 types of punctuation used at the end of each sentence. The terminal punctuation, these are the full stop, the question marks, and the exclamation marks. The full stop, or what is sometimes called a period, is used in the following ways. The full stop is used to mark the end of a declarative sentence. A declarative sentence is a statement. For example, all Bayero University Kano students are to bring their dictionaries to the class tomorrow. Or it is raining. The full stop is used at the end of imperative sentence. If the imperative is not strong enough to require an exclamation mark, an imperative sentence is a command. For example, open the windows. Go and call me a doctor. Eat as much as you like. The full stop is used to is used after abbreviation like Alhaji, Mr., Doctor, and so on and so forth. Apart from using full stop in the names of people, companies and government agencies are often required by their initial letters. For example, NTA, NITEL, NITEL, BUK, MTN, and so on. The question mark is used after a direct question or rhetorical question. A rhetorical question is a question which does not require an answer. Example of direct question: when do you hope to finish this work? How can I get to the post office? Do you know his name? Example of rhetorical question: can a man ever learn from his past mistakes? How will I know that he will be angry? Exclamation mark, as the name implies, are used at the end of exclamatory sentences. For example, come here if you dare. How wonderful. Oh, amazing. What a nice idea. The comma. Commas are used between words in a list. This means that they are used to separate words. For example, he has milk, sugar, biscuit, soap, and bottled water in his house. She came across a short, fat, ill-tempered pillow. Commas are also used to separate clauses in compound sentences. For example, the chairman arrived at the conference on time, and everybody stood off. The sun was not shining, but still it was hot. He could not accept the invitation, but he had been ill. The colon is used in a sentence to introduce a list. For example, the subjects I like are colon, English, geography, economics, government, and biology. The following school prefects have been appointed: colon, head boy, head girl, house captains, and labor prefect. Colon can also be used for an extension of an express idea or information. For example, we submitted our term papers to the teacher at different times as follows: colon, Bello early in the morning, Halima at noon, Muhammad in the evening. Colon is used for formal introduction of quotation. For example, commenting Bilkisu's brilliant performance, the teacher said, you are a fright to my class. The semicolon is used to separate clauses in a compound sentence when there is no coordinating conjunction. For example, the farmer planted millet. He did not plant rice. I told him to wait. I did not tell him to do it. The semicolon can also be used to separate clauses in a compound sentence which has but as a coordinating conjunction. For example, the trader has different kinds of goods, but they are expensive. Some students do not work hard, but they want to pass their exams. In writing, we sometimes use contraction, that is, we omit a letter or some letters in a word. In most cases, when we contract a word, we combine it with another word so that we have a single expression. To indicate the place where the letters are mixing, we use the apostrophe. For example, I don't know, or Bello wouldn't come. The meeting will be held at 4 o'clock. I'm sorry to hear that. Aren't you coming with me? We also use the apostrophe with s after a noun or pronoun to form the possessive. If the noun is singular, we place the apostrophe before the s. If the noun is in plural, it's n in s. The apostrophe comes after the noun. For example, Muhammad's book is mixing. The boy's cap is blue. The girl's shoes were all polished. The men's bag were put on the frame. The dog's tail were wagging. The women's toilet is on the school premises. The capital. We use capital letters for the first letter of all the proper nouns. Example: Muhammad, Ngonko, Adeni. Names of places: Calabar, Ibadan, Kano, Abuja, and Kaduna. Names of countries: Nigeria, Germany, and Dubai. Names of mountains: Mountain Kilimanjaro, Mountain Kenya, Mountain Everest. Name of rivers: River Niger, River Benue, River Nile. Name of lakes: Lake Chad, Lake Victory, Lake Tanganyika, and so on and so forth. Name of oceans: Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Indian Ocean. Name of continents: we have Africa, Asia, Europe, Australia. Name of the months: January, February, March, April, and so on. Names of the days of the week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays. Other uses of capitals. We capitalize the first letter of the first word of every sentence. We capitalize the first letter of every line of a poetry. We capitalize the pronoun I. We capitalize the first letter of the first word of opening and closing of a letter. For example, Dear Abdu, yours sincerely. This takes us to the end of our discussion on the items in Module 2, Lecture 1 and 2. We have so far explained word classes, sentence structure and functions, tense and punctuations. Thus, we have 5 modules left to cover this course content. Thank you for listening.